Richie, you know, the last point about the momentum now, and the lads have you know, singled out several sort of work-ons for Mick, like belief as a person, kind of the man manager that he is, for somebody to be able to restore belief, he's the main guy to do that, and he's the perfect person to do it. But that's going to take time. Well,
I think you could understand that we were talking about what would the belief or the morale be in that dressing room. You think of what it would be like to be in the dressing room over the last 12 or 18 months. I think we only won 2 of the last 12 games under Martin O'Neill. So performances were poor. You know, they were getting hammered in the media. The public was losing interest. O'Neill was getting a lot of stick. It's been all negativity around this team for a while, and that's going to impact the players. So to imagine that Mick would come in and overnight turn them into a group of players who are full of belief that they'll go on and win every game. But the performance, I think he's right there to say that the personality of the players doesn't need to be questioned, the attitude and the response, but some of the technical aspects of the performance tonight were worrying. I don't think anyone addressed the issues in midfield. Like, sometimes you can have midfielders running or creating space or doing damage, and someone spots the danger and you can make an adjustment. There were no adjustments on the pitch that addressed that. But I think if you look at the squad, like, the lack of midfield creativity is one issue, glaring. Up front, McGoldrick started, this is his 9th cap, he hasn't scored for Ireland. Hogan came on for his 4th cap, he hasn't scored. Robinson came on for his 7th cap, hasn't scored yet. Maguire's the other sub on the bench, who's a striker, with his 5 caps and no goals. So,
like, there's only one Robbie Keane. Like, since Robbie retired,
so this is the squad.
We've had that issue.
This is the group of players we have.
Yeah.
So it gives an idea of the size of the task that we have to qualify for big tournaments, given the inexperience and lack of quality that we have in certain areas, which gives a result like this an even greater gloss. The performance at times was disappointing. And, like, Liam, is there something, you know, I always remember going back, this time of the year is difficult for us, players without matches in 4 or 5 weeks. Mick mentioned about Robbie Brady. You need a run of 20 games. He played 16 from, you know, the January to the end of the season.
Yeah, he was out of sorts. Yeah. He was out of sorts without
lack
any
of match
doubt.
sharpness.
Yeah, lack of match
sharpness. Does that contribute to it?
Yeah, I would have said it does. Yeah, I've not seen him quite as poor on the ball, but interestingly enough, he was when he did find the quality, we nearly scored twice. McLean's chance, and then there was McGoldrick's header from good stuff from Robbie Brady. But we need that all the time. We don't need his mistakes, and that will come on when he gets a run of games and he's back playing fit. I hope people don't think we're nitpicking, but if we don't get that right, we might not qualify from the group. But if we can get it right, well, then we've got a great chance with the platform that's being created already. Now, that point against the favourites to qualify, in my opinion, the favourites to qualify from the group is a great point.
OK, a great point is the verdict of Liam Brady.